Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is asking, why me? Someone else is carrying a weight of pain and wondering if it will ever make sense. Will it always hurt like this? Or is there something deeper beneath the surface? What if I told you that hidden inside every moment of suffering is a door, a secret way of seeing pain, so profound that once you open it, you never see yourself or the world the same way again? Stay with me until the end, and you will discover the life altering truth that Viktor Frankl uncovered in the darkest corners of humanity. A truth that has the power to transform your suffering into meaning and your pain into purpose. Most of us live our lives trying to outrun pain. We numb it, bury it, scroll past it, or hide behind noise and distraction. We're taught to treat suffering as a flaw, a failure, or something to be fixed. So, when it arrives, we panic. We ask, how do I stop this? Or worse, what's wrong with me? But Viktor Frankl saw suffering through a different lens. As a brilliant young doctor and psychologist, Frankl lost everything in the Holocaust: his family, his freedom, his future. He was stripped of every comfort and certainty. And yet, within that unimaginable suffering, he discovered a truth that would not only reshape his life, but inspire millions more: that suffering is not the end of meaning. It can be the place where meaning begins. Pain, as cruel and senseless as it can seem, often becomes the portal through which we find what truly matters. Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." In his eyes, suffering wasn't a sign of weakness or defeat. It was an invitation. The question wasn't, how do I escape this? But, what is this pain asking of me? Think back to a time when pain stopped you in your tracks. Maybe it was a heartbreak, a devastating loss, or the quiet ache of feeling invisible. In those moments, the noise of the world fades, and suddenly, you're left with what is real. You start to see who truly cares. Small comforts begin to feel like miracles. The pain, as unwanted as it is, opens your eyes. Frankl saw this firsthand in the concentration camps. People were stripped of everything: their names, possessions, dignity. And yet, in that emptiness, some discovered the core of who they were. Suffering, he found, has the power to strip away the shallow and reveal the essential. He wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms: to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. This is the freedom no one can steal, the freedom to respond, to resist with hope, to carry pain with dignity. Pain doesn't have to be vanquished to have value." Frankl taught that pain becomes bearable, even transformative, when it is given meaning. In the camps, those who survived were not always the physically strongest, but those who found a why to live for: a loved one, a belief, a dream, or a task left unfinished. When you know your why, Frankl said, you can endure almost any how. This isn't about pretending the pain isn't real. It's about asking, what strength is this pain calling out of me? What truth can I carry through this? Pain without meaning crushes the spirit. Pain with meaning can give birth to resilience, wisdom, and purpose. Few people talk about the sacred side of suffering, but the truth is, your greatest strength often grows in your darkest moments. When you survive something you thought would break you, you gain a kind of clarity and courage that no easy life can offer. You become someone others can lean on, not because you have all the answers, but because you've walked through fire and emerged with your soul intact. Frankl believed that suffering can teach us to love more deeply, forgive more freely, and see beauty in places others overlook. It humbles us and shapes us into people capable of hope. He once wrote, "What is to give light must endure burning." Your pain is not meaningless. It may be shaping something inside you that one day becomes someone else's light. When suffering comes, most people ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Frankl changed the question. What is life asking of me right now? That question is the turning point. It shifts you from victim to survivor, from powerless to purposeful. Even in your darkest hour, you still have a choice, and that choice is the root of your freedom. This isn't about denying your grief. It's about finding in yourself a source of strength you never knew existed. If you've ever felt lost in pain, understand this. There is another side. Frankl found it. So can you. In the harshest conditions, Frankl uncovered three primary ways people find meaning: through creative work or achievement. Whether it's writing, building, helping, or crafting something beautiful, creative acts pull you forward. They allow you to channel suffering into something meaningful through love and human connection. Even in his suffering, Frankl held on to love. The thought of his wife gave him strength. A moment of kindness, a shared glance, or a word of comfort can carry us further than we realize. Through the attitude we choose when facing unavoidable suffering, even when there is no way out, we still have power over our response. In that choice, we find our dignity. Modern life tempts us to escape pain, to scroll past it, ignore it, numb it. But Frankl's life proved that the only way out of pain is through it. When you face suffering head on, you begin to see it more clearly. You realize it doesn't define you, that inside you, there is something unshakable, that your wounds, faced with courage, can become wisdom. You begin to recognize pain in others too. You listen differently. You love more deeply. Your scars become bridges that help others find their way. No one chooses suffering, but everyone can choose what they do with it. This is the heart of Viktor Frankl's message. Suffering is inevitable. Despair is not. The choice is always yours. So ask yourself, what is this pain trying to teach me? What kind of person is it shaping me into? What purpose might it be preparing me for? Maybe your suffering is the seed of a new story. Maybe your healing becomes the light that guides someone else. Maybe your greatest pain becomes your greatest gift. You don't have to wait for your suffering to disappear to start living with meaning. Choose your attitude. Choose your purpose. Choose to become the author of your story. If this message resonated with you, share it. Share your story. Let someone else know they're not alone, because your journey, your honest, human, brave journey, might be the spark that changes someone else's life. And that's how we turn suffering into light.